Say hi. Hi. No, hi. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to talk about my first trimester and how this pregnancy has been different than my first pregnancy in terms of symptoms throughout the first trimester, because they've been different. I guess I will start like from the very beginning. I feel like my head is cut off. Do I slouch down? Can you see my baby? Daxton! Hey! You guys probably want to see him. Okay, so we'll start from my first pregnancy. From what I remember, I didn't know I was pregnant till about 5-6 weeks. Like my period was really irregular, and so that wasn't a good indication for me that I was pregnant, that I'd missed my period, because I'd gone, like I had amenorrhea, I think that's what it's called. So like I didn't have a period for almost a year prior to getting pregnant, and I only had about 2 regular cycles, and then I got pregnant. And funny enough, this pregnancy, after I had him, I'd only had 2 regular cycles, and then I got pregnant again. So anyways, first pregnancy, I didn't know I was pregnant till about 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks. And the only reason I knew was because Daniel was like, I feel like you're pregnant. And I was like, no way, like it's not possible. But I've been napping, I'm not a napper, and I was sleeping for like hours. Like I was coming home, falling asleep on the couch. I never ever do that. I was always go, go, go. So I was napping all the time, and I was having major food aversions. Like when he'd open chicken or something, I wanted to throw up. Like I was so turned off from meat on my last pregnancy. So that was new. And this pregnancy, I don't know if I'm not tired because I don't have the chance to be, since I have him all the time. So I'm not sleeping through the night still, and I don't have a chance to nap. I mean, maybe I could, but I'm definitely not as lethargic as I was with my pregnancy with him. Like I could barely function in the first trimester. I was so tired, and this pregnancy is not that way. I didn't have any food aversions. Like I was still able to eat vegetables and eat normal, and like my first pregnancy, all I wanted was bread, carbs all day long. Would literally eat loaves of bread and cookies and crackers and cereal, and I couldn't eat a vegetable or meat. Like I couldn't stomach it. So my nutrition wasn't very great for at least the first couple months with him, where this one I was able to eat pretty much the same throughout my whole first trimester as like I was eating before. So not that I'm eating super crazy clean or anything, but I eat relatively healthy. I try to get lots of nutritious meals in all the time because I'm still breastfeeding him, and I want this baby to get all the nutrients too from my diet. So, but I still eat cookies and chocolate like every single day. So those were the first signs in my first pregnancy that I was pregnant, were the food aversions and the napping all the time. And then I was running on the treadmill and my boobs were so sore, and I'm like, oh, I must be running too hard. Daniel's like, are you nuts? Like you run all the time. There's no way that's why your boobs are sore. You're pregnant. I was like, no, I'm not. And he was right. I was pregnant. I went and took the test and I was pregnant. Surprise. None of those symptoms this time. I didn't have sore boobs. I'm thinking not any breast soreness because I'm breastfeeding. So I don't think my body felt like it had to get ready to prepare for a baby. My body already knows what to do. I'm already producing milk, so I don't need to like build up tissue or have any changes in order to produce milk, because I already am. But the first month of this pregnancy, and this was not how I was the last time, I was so moody, and like bouts of rage and impatience, and like with him I would just feel like rage, and I was impatient, and it would just come like quick bursts of just where I could have screamed, and I was just angry, like so angry, and anything Daniel would do would piss me off, and then all of a sudden I'd end up being like so happy, and then within minutes just like felt like raging and could punch him in the face. Like it was so weird, because I'm not normally like that. He might say otherwise. He might say I'm always moody, but no, I'm not normally like that. I did notice in like, I think it was around week 3, because like, I'm serious, you guys, I knew I was pregnant 2 days after conception. Like I just knew it. I can't even explain it. I just knew. Like 2 days after conception or whatever, like the night it happened, 2 days later, I was just like, you fell. I knew I was pregnant. I knew it. I just could feel it in my being. I was like, there's another baby growing in me and I just know it. And I started getting bloated and feeling a little bit crampy, like just my tummy wasn't as flat. It was feeling like gassy and bloated. And then when Dax was feeding, my nipples were just a little bit tender. The first 2 weeks, that's all it was that I was like super bloated and crampy and gassy. Week 4, I started feeling a little bit more tired than usual, like, oh, I really could use a nap. I'm exhausted, I don't feel like getting up to do stuff with him, like usually by about 3 p.m. I noticed a lot was that at week 4, which is like very early on, because I did not have the symptom until way later in my last pregnancy, was being out of breath. Like if I'm walking upstairs, like I'm fit and walking up a flight of stairs or like 7, 10 stairs was hard. Like I couldn't breathe, and like just little things I was getting out of breath super easily, which is not like me, and really, really early, where I don't think I noticed that in my last pregnancy till like late in the 2nd trimester or 3rd even. So that was really different. Oh yeah, what I did notice about food aversions, like I didn't have food aversions, but I definitely craved salty food, which I normally a sweet person, I don't normally crave salty foods, but like by about 3-4 weeks pregnant, I was like, I need salt. Like I wanted chips and like anything salty, which is not normally my go-to. So that was different. First pregnancy also, I had bleeding at about week 4 or 5. So like, I don't know if they call it an implantation bleeding or whatever, but I had a little bit of light bleeding around then. So then I just assumed it was a period. It wasn't. In month 2, I woke up to bleeding and cramping at 8 weeks pregnant. And this freaked me right out. I was like, oh my God, this can't be, like I'm probably having miscarriage. That's immediately where your mind goes to when you have bleeding. Like, I don't know if you watched my videos, but my first trimester last time, I passed a huge clot and was bleeding so much for about 2 hours straight. I was in the hospital because we thought I lost the baby. It turns out I didn't. Now that I look back on it, because they never could give me an answer for what, like I passed a clot thing like this big. Can you see that? But it was like the size, like, I don't know, a real good size on the palm of my hand. And so I was doing research later, and it says that you can, because I would joke, I'm like, maybe I had twins in me and I lost one. But then I was researching that that's actually a possibility, that I could have lost one and not the other, which who knows to this day if that's what happened or not. We don't know. I didn't know at the time that they want you to actually bring the tissue in with you, like the whatever comes out of your body, they want you to bring that in with you so they can test it, find out what it is. But like it was way bigger than a blood clot. If it was a blood clot, that's a big flippin' blood clot. So I don't know what it was. I wish I didn't flush down the toilet and I could have taken it with me so that I would have known if there was 2 babies and then I only had 1. Who knows? We don't know. But I passed a big thing, freaked me right out, was terrified for a long time in my pregnancy after that because I was worried I was going to have a miscarriage. This time I just had bleeding at 8 weeks, so apparently that's my normal, is to just bleed in pregnancy. But it only happened once, so I woke up to like a little bit of blood on my legs, and then nothing happened after that. Like Daniel was really reassuring. He's like, this happened to you last time, it's no big deal. And it wasn't a big deal. I'm still pregnant, I'm still growing, and no blood since, so that's really good. But it was 3 days in a row, super light bleeding, so like every time you see blood, it's just a scary, stressful thing that you don't want to see while you're pregnant. Within the 2nd month too, like me having a hard time breathing was happening a lot, and I started having anxiety. And this could have been like unrelated to pregnancy, I'm not sure, but I don't really struggle with anxiety much anymore. I used to struggle with it a lot, but I started having anxiety. So I don't know if it was related to pregnancy or just life, like stuff happening in my life. Either way, I thought I'd note it because in case any of you experience it, it is apparently can be normal. And my feet already started swelling. Like in the 2nd month, I'd be standing and they freaking swell right up. Already, like I feel like I have all the shit pregnancy symptoms that you normally get in like your 3rd trimester in the 1st, which is annoying, but then I feel like it's just my body being like, oh, we just did this, so might as well get right into it again. I don't know. I also had about 2 days of nausea. I've been really lucky, you guys. I don't really get morning sickness. My first pregnancy, I like literally didn't have any. This one, every day it was really weird for like a week or 2. At about 3, I'd feel tired and just a little bit off, like, ooh, I just don't feel good. for about 10 minutes and it would go away. It was nothing serious though. I know a lot of women deal with like extreme morning sickness where they're unable to do anything, they're throwing up. Some have to be hospitalized because they can't keep anything down. That is not me. I could eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. I don't have a problem with it, and I'm not a person who throws up really, even like when I get real drunk. I never really threw up. Like I could be blackout drunk. I should throw up to get the alcohol out, but I'm just not a puker. I've only puked like 2 times in my life from drinking, and then if I've had the flu, maybe 2 other times. Except for my last pregnancy in the 3rd trimester when I ended up going to the hospital because I got violently ill for 3 hours straight. I couldn't stop puking and like, you know, coming out the other end. But that's it. Like I'm not a puker. I don't really get sick. So week 8 to 10, I had a little bit of nausea around 3 p.m. and in the morning, if I didn't eat instantly, I felt really sick. So my tip to you is eat toast the second you wake up, or have crackers by your bed, because I kept like salty crackers. What are they called? People call them saltines, I think, but like the brand of it is Premium Plus. I don't know what they're called, like salted top crackers. Kept them by my bed, would eat a bunch, and then get out of bed to function, doing life things, because otherwise I'd feel sick. So that's what worked for me. And then month 3, same thing. Like there's not much nausea. I was feeling hungrier than usual. And I noticed like the 1st and 2nd trimester, the 1st, 2nd month, I was peeing, oh my god, peeing a lot more frequently. That was another sign. I was like, I bet I'm pregnant, because I could go hours. Like it was a miracle. Once that baby came out, I could hold my bladder for hours, and that's something I hadn't, even before him, I never could do. So I always joke to the OB, I'm like, I think you fixed my bladder when you like sewed me back up and rearranged me, because I'm like, I can actually hold pee now, and I couldn't before. So that was another like first sign that I was like, I think I'm pregnant, because I kept having to pee, and I'd been over that for like 4.5 months with him. So anyways, was peeing a lot. And then in the 3rd month, so about 12 to 15 weeks, I noticed I was able to hold my pee longer again, which is normal to be able to do. And then I started feeling hungrier, like I could eat all day, but I try not to eat like I used to, because I used to just like eat. So I'm trying this trimester, or this pregnancy, to be a little bit more normal in my eating habits, like to eat my meals, to eat my snacks, and not just graze and eat all day long just because I can. Like honestly, weight gain is not something you need to worry about. I don't think you should stress yourself out over it, but I just gained 50 something pounds with him, and it just all came off. Like literally right when I got pregnant, I had lost pretty much all the fat I wanted to lose. And so I'm like, I really don't want to gain 50 pounds of fat again and have to lose it. I'm just like not into it. I mean, it wasn't 50 pounds of fat, it was about 25 to 30. But that's still a lot of fat that like I just lost it. I don't want to have to lose it again. So I'm trying not to eat like such a monster this pregnancy, because I know it's not necessary. So just trying to be, you know, a little bit more normal this time, moderate in how I'm eating, not like I'm pregnant, I should just eat shit food all the time because I can. Trying to keep it normal this one. So we'll see how the weight gain goes. I should mention, I guess, now that we're talking about it, 1st trimester weight gain. My 1st trimester of my 1st pregnancy, I gained like almost 20 to 25 pounds right in the 1st trimester. I gained 10 pounds the 1st month, and then it just kept piling on weekly, and I was like, oh, it's fine, like I'm pregnant. If you don't need to gain that much weight, like especially in the 1st trimester, everyone is different. If you were underweight to begin with, you're going to gain more in the 1st trimester. Some people don't gain anything, and that's totally normal. This pregnancy, I was one of those people. I literally have just now put on, I think, 4 pounds. The first 2 months I didn't gain anything. I stayed the same. And then now I'm up about 4 pounds, and that's because I am eating more. I'm being more lenient in what I'm eating, and I've been skipping the gym sometimes because I've been tired. I've gained 4 pounds so far. I'm 18 weeks pregnant now. Your 1st trimester really ends at about 16. People think 12, but my doctor always says the safe zone of when you're much less likely to miscarriage is between 14 and 16 weeks. So I'm in my 2nd trimester now. I'm still fitting a lot of my pre-pregnancy clothes comfortably if I keep them under the belly, because this belly's growing. That's another thing. I did not have a belly like this, even though I gained 25 pounds in that first couple months. I didn't have a baby bump. Honestly, I don't think my baby bump stuck around till like 6 months, and I'm only 3, no, what am I? 4, 8, 12, 16, coming up to 5 months. But this baby bump has been here for like the last few weeks. And I think it's because my body, a lot of people are saying this, a lot of moms are just saying that like their second pregnancy, their baby bumps stick around faster because your body's already done it. And so you just grow. Can you see it? Wah, wah, wah. Jackson, you see the baby belly? What the? Yeah, so far it's been really good. Like, I'm really enjoying my pregnancy again. I really enjoyed my pregnancy with him. I didn't have really bad symptoms. Besides that bleeding, that was like the worst part, I think, and being totally lethargic. Luckily, I haven't been super, super tired. With him, like, I'm feeling pretty normal. So I've been really lucky. I think I'm a lucky pregnant person, because I hear some of the symptoms people go through and wow, I can't even imagine trying to function, being so sick, being so tired, and having a thing like this. Like this guy right here, man, he's going through leap 6. You guys have probably seen on my Instagram. It is killing me. He is not the same baby he normally is. No, you're not. You're not. He is not the same baby he normally is. He's a fuss pot, wants to be held all the time. Yeah. And he's whining, and he wants to boob constantly, and my nipples hurt. But, and then you're gonna have baby brother or sister. You're gonna have baby brother or sister. Yeah. Okay, Dad? Yeah. 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 He's a monkey. I'm just excited, I guess. I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited. No, honestly, I was really excited about having 2 little ones. I know it'll be great long term that they're going to be close in age. This leap, him being the way he is, makes me just terrified to have another little one with this little rascal running around. Like, I don't know how we're going to handle it, but we are. Right? We're going to handle it. You see, yeah. We're going to handle it. We're going to handle it. Don't pucker. What? You want booby? Seriously, guys, I fed him a few times, like sitting like this, and now he like comes at me, grabbing my boob and pulling my shirt down. Again, I haven't noticed anything different in my milk supply. I'm still breastfeeding him, even though I'm pregnant. Apparently around like month 5, your milk supply can sometimes change or change taste, and your baby might not want to drink it from you anymore. I just read this. He's feeding like crazy this last week, so I don't know. So far it hasn't affected me breastfeeding him at all, and breastfeeding's going really good still. So, oh, tired. Dancing. You see, I'm dancing. Yeah. See, he wants a boob. Anyways, that's pretty much it, I guess. If you have any questions about my first trimester, because I could have missed things, you guys, mom brain, pregnant brain is real. I tried to make notes of things to remember about my first trimester, because I always forget once I get through it. But so far, seeming quite similar to the first one. Definitely the biggest changes were the food aversions and the tiredness. I didn't really have it this time. So yeah, feeling good. And if you have any questions about my first trimester, because I totally could have missed stuff, please just ask me. You can comment below or Instagram message me, like whatever you want to do. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. And comment below if there's a type of video you want to see from me, or what you, just anything you'd like to see from me on YouTube, because I love hearing from you and your ideas. And if you're getting sick of like the same spot, I've just been sitting here because my light is here, and so it's so annoying to move it. So like this is just an easy spot to sit. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye. Say thank you! He's got my phone. What a surprise. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Dak said no. You put your phone down. You put it down. No! You put it down. You put it down. Put it down.